Bilad Al-Sudan. Her name means land of the black people. أنا سوداني. وتخيل نحن سودانيين ونحن دايرين سلام ونحن دايرين حرية ونحن دايرين عدالة ونحن واقفين مع الفلسطينيين. I've got nostalgia-induced rope burn clinging onto memories of the good old days. Floor plans of a renovated land after a revolutionary revolution now seem like a pipe dream. A bonfire of hope spewing ash and embers of disappointment, leaving us with more questions than answers. How did we get here? How did the world's breadbasket sow the seeds for famine? How does a land of warmth turn so cold so fast? How does a civilization older than the pharaohs fade into an afterthought? She reminds me of immas wrapped around old heads, crisp white jalabiyas proudly parading down dusty side streets, the beautiful adhan nectar to my eardrums calming the chaos in my mind. Colourful tubs, bakhur, singed sandalwood releasing its essence over hot coals, the sweetest of Eid sweets, enough to bring a diabetic back to life, endless hugs and kisses from your favourite aunties, gentle midnight breezes, tea ladies under trees, mile-long iftars, families patiently waiting to break bread with strangers, freshly cooked meals from homes seasoned with love, movie-like sunsets. She reminds me of Aghani al-Banat, a drumbeat of joy at weddings over sweet songs sang by old lungs accompanied by younger ones. She reminds me of Bika. Nobody mourns alone. Men make small talk about politics to mask their heartache while women weep as a congregation. But behind her beauty lies a brutal truth. You see, power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely, so the British loaded that Maxim into their Maxim guns, spraying shells of conquest into chests of fearless men, thousands martyred in a single hour, a grim testament to colonial power. You see, Sudan, she gained her freedom in 56, her family still whole, her roots still mixed. She looks after her kids as best as she can. She's been passed on from man to man with a gun pressed to her grieving head, forced to renew vows she never said, decades at a time, to men with no shame. You see, millions of her children knock on the military's front door, resisting a war that nobody asked for. Our Nubian queens systematically raped, our brothers butchered and burned, yet mainstream media doesn't seem overly concerned. RSF and unmarked cars, bullet holes left through bloodstained walls, scream, cries and calls, futures stolen by rebels without cause. WhatsApp calls interrupted by gunfire, blue ticks descend into pale grey. Eventually 2 ticks become 1. A stranger risked his life to get my auntie a SIM card in a country where SIM cards last longer than suns, and prayers are stolen from open mouths and fed to machine guns. Still, Sudan does not surrender. Let me remind you of who she is. A rich woman, abundant in cotton, oil and gold, hundreds of languages, not just Arabic, Nubian civilization that trumps the pharaohs. She used to have a strong currency too, 3 British pounds for every Sudanese one. Women who rose up. Sudan raised the strongest daughters. You'll meet Fatma Ahmed Ibrahim, or more recently Ala Salah. She finds strength in her patience, sparing greedy men's throats which she could effortlessly slit. You see, Mandela said the road to freedom is long, so she marches forward at a steady pace. Her spirit is unbreakable, a phoenix that always rises from the ashes, anti-fragile. The more you try and shatter her spirit, the stronger she gets. She braids resistance into her hair. She stirs okra with one hand and wipes tears with the other. She teaches her sons to pray and her daughters to lead. Bilad Al-Sudan, land of the black people, beautiful, bruised, and unbroken. Thank you for listening.